is going on, everybody? My name is Mario, aka KraftyMind, and I recently bought 36 acres in Arizona. Today I gotta drill some holes in the roof, 4 to be exact. I want to pull some Ethernet cables through the roof because I'm gonna have cameras and Wi-Fi access points pointing in each direction. So that's what I'm gonna do today. At least I'm gonna try. I got a really late start today. I've been working late, so I'll try to at least do that today, and then we will continue on. According to my quick calculations, I'm gonna pop out somewhere in this area over here. At least that's what I'm hoping for. My 5-second math, I think, will work out. So yeah, we're gonna be somewhere over here, hopefully. I don't think we're gonna be anywhere else. If we're here, that's fine. I'll just move the cables. But I really wanna be in this bay. So yeah, let's get started on that. Okay, so these things are not really sitting right. It's slightly above. They're too wide. Or maybe I should just cut it slightly. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut off like a 1/4 inch from each side, and then it'll sit nicely. Or maybe I'll just leave it and then I'll just use enough silicone to seal it. I'll probably cut it though. I want it to sit right. But yeah, let's drill some holes. Let's see where the hole is at. Kinda. Oh, did I drill through the cables? Almost. I almost drilled through the cables. But that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. We're gonna be all set. I'm just using this one for reference. I'm gonna use a straight one. I just don't know where I have those right now. Slightly too small. Perfection. 1 hole down, 3 more to go. All of the holes are drilled. Now I'm just gonna use some primer, spray the exposed metal so it doesn't rust, and we're all set. Welcome to another day in paradise. Another freaking windy day. Yesterday I actually cut some bushes up because they were annoying me, and it was perfectly fine. But today it's freaking windy today. I actually pulled some cables through the roof already. I'm shortening these things up just so they fit nicely in between on the shipping container, in between the things. So yeah, I'm just cutting these up, and I'm gonna use double-sided tape to glue these onto the roof, and then I'm gonna silicone around just so it doesn't leak. That part of the project is complete. I'm just gonna wrap the end of the cables with something and seal it up because I'm not hooking up the cameras and access points right now. I don't even have them. That's gonna be in the future. But yeah, that's done. I'm gonna run 2 more strings. I'm gonna have a total of 3 strings of solar panels, so I gotta run 2 more. They're gonna come out somewhere over here, go through there, and they're gonna end up over there. The charge controller is gonna be there. These two strings are gonna be slightly lower than this one, just because the way the cables are coming out on the other side. Yeah, it doesn't matter, but yeah, they're gonna run through here and there. Got really super lucky. I just have enough wire to run the last string. I test fitted it, it's just enough, so pretty lucky with that. I'm gonna have to get more wire to hook up to solar panels, but I just wanted to get this done so it's all wrapped up. I'm just gonna run the conduit right now, pull the wires through and finish up the outside just to cover it so nothing gets in. And I think we're done for the day. Because I was in a freaking hurry, look what I did. 2 male connectors. That's why you gotta take your time, slow down, and do it right. Now I gotta redo it. Good morning. I finished this thing up yesterday night. It started to get dark, so I was like, I'm just gonna finish it off of camera. So this is connected, and I really have no plan for today. But what I came up with, since I got the cables pulled through to the inside, I'm gonna buy a small charge controller, hook up some of my solar panels, and I'll connect my 3.5 kilowatt battery to the solar panels. I'm gonna run my big fridge off of it. Might as well. It's gonna be my temp solution to a long-term problem. But yeah, I'm gonna be able to run lights off of it and all that good stuff. Might as well. I got the cables pulled through, so I'll just hook up a charge controller here to my battery, and we're gonna have lights. Right now I got an extension cable running to my truck camper, but I only have 400 watts of solar on the roof, and it doesn't always recharge my battery, especially when it's cloudy like today. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do today. I do have to pull one more cable for the split system heat pump that I'm gonna have in here, so I might do that today. But other than that, I really have no clue what I'm gonna do. Came up with a pretty decent plan. So I have an outlet here, which the conduit is running through the container already, and I was thinking of putting the AC disconnect somewhere over here. So instead of poking another hole in the container, I'm gonna run another wire, since I have conduit in there, fish it through here, and it's gonna connect to this disconnect, and it's gonna be on a separate breaker. I think that will work out, but I do not have enough wire today to run this, so I think I'll leave this project for another day and do something else. Okay, I figured out what I'm gonna do, since I don't really have much to do anymore. I'm gonna put these outlet boxes here. The conduit will connect to it, and then after I'm done with the drywall, I'm gonna have a plate on there, and more conduit is gonna run up to the inverter. I don't know if I'm explaining it well, but I think that's gonna be the cleanest way of doing this and running the cables. But yeah, I'm gonna put one here, one for each of the strings, and then another one here for the generator. Oh, and also I gotta run conduit from the breaker panel, one conduit to here, because it's gonna run to the inverter, and then another one here. So I really don't have much to do, honestly. So just those couple little things, and then I'll be ready for drywall. That's pretty freaking awesome. And then I'm gonna use gap sealer to seal these holes over there, everywhere in the ceiling. I think we're almost ready for drywall. Then I'll be able to install the AC and work here. And I'll be able to set up my desk here, my computer. I'll be able to play games here, work. So freaking excited. Okie dokie, I think I'm done for the day. Finished everything that I wanted to finish. Well, these wires are going to the inverters, 1 and 2. The conduit that I have is not big enough for the wires to fit in it. I'm gonna have to get bigger conduit. I just cut these to length so I can just pull them out real quick, install the conduit, and we'll be good to go. Solar string number 1, number 2, and number 3, generator plug to charge the batteries off of the generator if I need to. Everything is done. I think, oh, I did forget about one thing. I have to install a grounding wire from the panel to the ground. I have a grounding rod. I'll do that in another video. I don't have a grounding cable. Yeah, that's gonna be in the future video. But tomorrow I'm gonna be installing plywood in between the studs, just so when I'm installing the inverters and other stuff on the wall, it's gonna be nice and sturdy. I'm gonna install some plywood over here because I'm gonna have my monitors over here, my computer, and I'm gonna wall mount them probably. I'm just thinking ahead of time. I want everything to be perfect. So yeah, everything that I wanted to do today is done. Plywood I'm leaving for tomorrow because it's 6 p.m. So talk to you tomorrow. Another day. Welcome back. Today I think I'm gonna hit up the studs first, one here and one there, and then I'm gonna go around the room and install plywood in between the studs. So yeah, let's get the studs done first and then plywood. Plywood successfully installed. Got some here, got some here. This is gonna be my computer area. Up there I might have a shelf. Over here I'm gonna have a split system, a heat pump. So that's why I installed this. And over here I used a lot of scraps. Don't mind the gaps and stuff like that, but one inverter is gonna go here and another one is gonna go here. Honestly, it's a little bit tighter than I wanted it to be, but it is what it is. I think there's gonna be enough airflow here. Plus with the heat pump, it's gonna be cool in this room. So it should be fine. Other than pulling a grounding wire and one more wire for the AC disconnect, I'm done pretty much, I think. Yeah, I think I'm done. Up next is gonna be drywall. But that's gonna be in the next video. Tomorrow I'm heading out to Chicago for 2 weeks. I gotta recharge and all that good stuff. So drywall and other things are gonna be in the next video. I'll end this one here. Not sure how long it is. If it's too long, I'm sorry. But if you're still here, drop a like, consider subscribing, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace.